Hello guys. I've come to edit this video. This is the same day that I filmed this video, and turns out my phone had connected to my car in my initial intro clip. There's no audio. I'm jumping in here just as a quick intro to this video. So you joined me this morning originally in the car as we were about to set off to do some book shopping. So I recently moved back to my hometown, and the town across from me has some amazing charity shops, and it has like 9 or 10 different charity shops, and then it also has waterstones in the works. So I wanted to set out today to go to each of the charity shops and see what I could find in terms of bookish stuff. So the first clip you're going to see now is me arriving in town and going into my first charity shop, because that is quite literally the only footage that has audio. Stay tuned for the end of the video where I will be doing a haul of everything I did buy, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Sorry about the technical fault, just to start it.
You look at me like I'm crazy when I shut my feelings out. You look at me like I'm different, still you stay cause you feel something real. Get so lost in my moments, doesn't mean I don't need you. I fell in love with your colors, they kinda tell me what I'm thinking. I fell in love with the way we are and the way we lose it. There's something different about us, and the reason why we stay. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. We're pouring cup after cup after cup. Yeah, it's just the way we do it. Anything just to block out the real life, real life. Yeah, we're loving the way they think we're so messed up. Even if what we're doing is bad, there's so many emotions, sharing stories that we never had. Yeah, none is real. I think we're searching for reasons not to be like them. We fly around like paper planes, they never know where we will fall. Nobody can see us, still they wanna tear us apart. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about us. There's something different about us. There's something different about the way we are. There's something different about the way we are.
Come a little closer, I wanna dance with you. Everything's moving slower, I don't know what it is you do. I've been looking at you all night, trying to figure you out. I just wanna make you smile. Hold your hand in my hand, looking at the sunset. Man, you're looking good tonight. I wanna kiss you before the sun goes down. It's what you're doing, making me feel like I'm falling. And when you move
officially back in the car after just going and grabbing some food from Tesco as well. So I'm gonna drive home and then we'll do a haul when we get home because there's so many people in town that it's quite overwhelming. Do you know what? I look a lot less windswept than I thought I would. So we are home and we have 2 tote bags full of books. Were these books needed? Probably not, no. But anyway, we had fun. And actually, I didn't spend that much money, so I'll tell you how much each of them were as we're going through. We're going to give you a little haul now of what I picked up today. And then I've also got a haul of books I picked up on Vinted and like a week ago. So the first book we have is The Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. I'm reading her other book for my book club, which actually will be in this haul as well because I picked it up. I like the sound of her and her writing style, so I'm definitely intrigued to give it a go. So this is about a documentary producer inviting Annie to tell her side of the chilling and violent incident that took place when she was a teenager at a prestigious school. She hopes it'll present an opportunity to prove how far she turned her life around since then. I also think the cover of this is kind of stunning, like just a simple black rose, whatever. This book was £1, so absolute bargain. You really can't go wrong with £1 for a book. I then have 3 that I got from the works. So we have Grayson's Vow by Mia Sheridan, Stinger by Mia Sheridan, and Kyland by Mia Sheridan. These were all £2 each in the sale, so really good value. I read Archer's Voice towards the end of last year, and it was a 5-star read. I think about that book like daily. It was so good. And I do have the book Travis, which I think obviously follows the cousin Travis, and I think it'd be really interesting to read that book. But then Grayson's Vow follows on from that, and then I think Kyland and Stinger are sort of like interconnected standalones as well, so I think they'll be really fun to read. But I really enjoyed Mia Sheridan's writing style. I thought she had really nice pacing, really nice romance, really nice like just everything. I thoroughly enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to trying out more of Mia Sheridan's work this year. And yeah, we have 3 books that were £2 each, so £6 for 3 books. I didn't think was bad. We then have a book that I've heard absolutely nothing about. I've never even heard of this book before, and it's The Book of Hidden Things by Francesco Dimitri. Now this was £2 in one of the charity shops. It's about 4 friends that agree to like meet up on the same day every year in Italy, and then one year one of the people doesn't show up and they have to like try and figure out where he is and what's happened to him. So I think this is kind of like a mix of like thriller and mystery and like a fantasy element, but I'm not entirely sure. I just read the back of it while I was in the store and thought this actually sounds really good, so I thought for £2 it's worth a try. You saw me go into Waterstones and I picked up Spark of the Everflame by Pen Cole. This was meant to be £10.99, but I had £10 on my Waterstones card. This cost me 99p, so you really can't complain at that. But I've seen this sort of popping around a lot recently. I know Sarah Corley read it and Katie Whitruck. I don't know how you say her name, but she loves that book, so I'm very excited to give it a read. I think it's had very mixed reviews so far. I'm intrigued to see what I think of it as well. I picked up this bookmark as well that was like, the story continues, prepare to brave the dark of Onyx Storm, and then on the back it says Secret, Sacrifice and Survival with Iron Flame. And I just thought that was really cool because they're just like the free ones they give away in Waterstones. But yeah, I don't think I'd get one of these with my pre-order, so I just grabbed it while I was there. This was one of the first books I bought, and it was Senseless by Anna Lickley. Again, one I've never heard of before. This was £1.95 and this was again from the charity shop. And I read the back of this and just thought it sounded interesting, so I'm just going to read it. It says, Dan vanished 9 years ago and Beth is still struggling with what happened. In the intervening years, she retrained and got what she thought would be her dream job, but the traumas of her past still keep coming back to her. Through her work, Beth meets a group of strong-minded, pragmatists, regardless, who show her how they've adapted to the challenges of having a disability. Can her new friends help to shift her perspective on dealing with life? Will changing career prove to be significant after all? And what really happened to Dan? The answers may be quite unexpected. I just thought that sounded really fun. I've never heard of it before, and I've never even seen it before. I'm very intrigued by this, and it's quite a nice and short book. It's literally 200 pages, so this is one that I can probably do in like a 24-hour readathon at some point. But yeah, £1.95, you can't really complain. The final one for this bag is The Ghost Ship by Kate Moss. This was £1.99, again in the same charity shop as the last book. This is one I've seen in Waterstones quite a few times recently. I've always been very hit or miss of whether I think I would enjoy it or not, so that has meant I've never wanted to pay £9.99 for it. Like, I've never wanted to pay the full price to read this book on the off chance I don't actually like it. When I saw this for £1.99, I thought this is my chance to actually give it a go. Oh wait, is this book 3? Oh, this is book 3. Okay, I've picked up book 3. I probably shouldn't read the back of it then. This is book 3 in the Jalbert Family Chronicles series. So I need to buy The Burning Chambers and The City of Tears before I read The Ghost Ship. Well, that was an error on my part, but we still have this for a good price. So hopefully I'll be able to pick the other 2 up for a similar price in the charity shop, and then we can eventually get to reading this book. That was my error. I don't think bag number 2 has as many in it. The first one we have is The Baby Dragon Cafe by A.T. Qureshi. Now, I saw this in Waterstones, and then I saw it in the works. In Waterstones it was £10, in the works it was £6, and then I went into Tesco's to a food shop and I'd left this book behind and thought, it's cute, but like I don't want to pay £6. £4.50. So this is actually the most expensive book I bought in this entire haul, but I just thought this cover not just scream adorable, because to me this screams adorable. So it says, welcome to the cutest and most complicated cafe in town. When Saphira opens her cafe for customers with pet baby dragons, she isn't expecting it to be quite so hard to keep the fires burning, but her young dragon patrons keep incinerating the furniture, which means selling coffee isn't covering her costs. Local heartthrob Aidan is a gardener. Through his disobedient baby dragon is a major distraction from his beloved plants. However, if Saphira's cafe gives him an idea, he'll ask Saphira to train his dragon and pay her enough to keep the cafe afloat. They know that their answer to each other's problems, but happy-go-lucky Saphira and gorgeous but grumpy Aidan couldn't be more different. Can they find a way to work together and maybe even ignite some fire of their own? This sounds amazing. I bought this because of the cover simply, and now I cannot wait to read this book. This sounds phenomenal. There's the Baby Dragon Bookshop coming 2026, and the Baby Dragon Bakery. There's a whole series of them. 300 pages. Beautiful. I think this might have to be one of the next books I read. I then picked up 2 different Lisa Jewell books. So I picked up Invisible Girl by Lisa Jewell and also The Night She Disappeared. These were £1.25 each, so again, you cannot complain. I really like Lisa Jewell's thrillers. I think they're really quick and really easy to read and to get through. So I'm never mad at picking up some more Lisa Jewell books. I don't like going into my thrillers really knowing much of what's going to happen. I'm not going to read the synopsis of either of these, but I picked them both up because it's Lisa Jewell and I like Lisa Jewell. I then picked up A Torch Against the Night by Sabah Tahir. This is the second book after An Ember in the Ashes, and I do own that book, and I think this is like the old cover because I've not seen this cover at all, but I do have An Ember in the Ashes, and I wasn't going to buy the next book in the series until I finished it, but I thought for £1.95 when I saw it, I was kind of like, why wouldn't I? Like, that's actually a really good price for a book. So yeah, this is book 2 in the Ember in the Ashes series. So again, I don't know much about this book right now, but it's worth having on the shelves for when I do. We then have The Bee Sting by Paul Murray. This was one of the Booker Prize shortlists in 2023. I saw it all over last year. I saw it in Waterstones all the time and thought, oh, do I buy it? Do I not? I'm glad I didn't. This was £1.25. It's literally not even really got a cracked spine either. Like, there's maybe the slightest like crease, but not even a crack. So someone has literally read this like this because it isn't a floppy book remotely. But this book is, the Barnes family are in trouble. Until recently they ran the biggest business in town. Now they're teetering on the brink of bankruptcy, and that's just the start of their problems. Dickie and Imelda's marriage is hanging by a thread. Straight A student Cass is careening off the rails. PJ is hopelessly in debt to the school's bully. Meanwhile, the past is rising up to meet them, but everyone's too wrapped up in the present to notice disaster is looming. And if that doesn't sound like just a good fun time, I don't know what does. So I'm very excited to have picked this one up, especially for £1.25. And the final book I picked up today was Everyone Here Is Lying by Shari Lapena. I don't think this is a series. I'm hoping, I am just gonna like hide this. Anyone want to go to a birthday party? You're invited to celebrate Rich and Sam's 40th birthday. I am just hiding the address of where it was because it kind of gives away where I live as well. Saturday 10th of August, I'm assuming that was last year. But I mean, what a bookmark, using someone's birthday party invite. Yeah, I don't think this is a series, but this again was £1.25. It's another thriller that I've heard pretty good things about from people that have read it. And again, I don't tend to read much into my thrillers before I read them. So we bought 14 books today. Were they needed remotely? No, they were not. But when you're looking at how much these books cost, you really can't go wrong. Okay, so next up, I'm just gonna haul the books that I've sort of accumulated over the last like 2 weeks. I've had a couple of Waterstones orders come in. I've been to the works and I spent a lot of my Christmas money in the works and Waterstones. I've got book club books. I've got a couple of Vinted orders. Yeah, it is a problem. And I think maybe from today we need to start the book buying ban minus the pre-orders that are already coming in. These are in no order at all. The first book we have is The Slowest Burn by Sarah Chamberlain. It says, love could be a recipe for disaster, the best thing they've ever cooked up. Oh, so our male main character is a cook who's won a reality cooking show. Our female main character is a ghostwriter for celebrity cookbooks, and she gets hired to write our male main character's cookbook. She is like determined to bring him down a peg and make sure that he doesn't get his ego too big. And this is just obviously a romance between them, and I just think this looks really cute. The cover of this book is to die for, and no one can tell me otherwise. We then have Ready or Not by Cara Bastone. This is one of the Waterstones books that I picked up. I picked this up because I've seen Ellen Catherine read it, Sarah Caroli I'm pretty sure read it, and all have really enjoyed it. Abby Jimenez has her little like review on the front, and if that doesn't just sell anyone, it will sell me. I'm pretty sure this book follows like an unexpected pregnancy, which is never normally a trope I like, but she gets pregnant and then like her best friend's brother, is it? It's her best friend's brother, okay, yeah. So her best friend's brother sort of steps up and they form a really nice relationship together. And I'm just really intrigued. Everyone said it's really heartwarming, so I'm very excited. We then have one I picked up on Vinted, and that is Do Your Worst by Rosie Danan. I've never read a Rosie Danan book, but I'm pretty sure this is like her like Halloween-esque book. Can we tell I pick a lot of books up without really knowing what they're about? Is that a problem? Maybe. Regardless, I really want to pick up The Roommate by Rosie Danan. Everyone's told me that's a really good book. Maybe we need to just read the book that I have first though. We then have The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. This is in a series, I know that. I don't know which one this is in the series. I also picked up The Bride Test. This was again on Vinted. And then we also have The Heart Principle. So I picked up 3 like Helen Huang books. I'm pretty sure they're in an order. Yeah, I'm pretty sure The Kiss Quotient's first, and then it's The Bride Test, and then it's The Heart Principle. I could be completely wrong in that order, but I've heard good things about these books. I got them in a really good bundle deal. I think this is one that was in the 3 for £6, and that is Old Flames and New Fortunes by Sarah Hogle. This is the same author as You Deserve Each Other, and it's like a whimsical fantasy-esque romance, I'm pretty sure. Now I picked this up and then I saw a few people that have disliked this book, so now I'm maybe thinking I should have checked reviews before I picked it up. However, I always say reading is subjective. I might love these books and someone else might not, so that's fine, but this is another one to add to the pile. I then picked up Happy Medium by Sarah Adler. This was £1, I'm pretty sure. This is the same author as Mrs. Nash's Ashes. I'm pretty sure this is like a very like witchy ghost medium romance. I think this one might be the one that I saved towards like Halloween time, so I think this is one I'll save for then, and I think that's why it was reduced, because it was like a Halloween-y book, but it looked adorable. The little goat sold me. I then picked up 5 Broken Blades by May Corland. I picked this one up because I've seen it in hardback for a while, but it's never been one that's like intrigued me enough to pay hardback price. And then this was in the works with this as the sprayed edge. You can't tell me that that is not absolutely stunning. So I picked this up and I'm very excited to now give it a read. Oh, I like how they do each of the chapters. Yeah, I think this is just like a fantasy book and I'm very excited. The next book we have is another one from Waterstones, and that is Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll. This is my book club book for my work book club. This one is going to get read very, very soon. I feel like I need to start just suggesting books that I already own, because I have over 400 books on my physical TBR at this point, and I probably have just added like another 30 in this video. Fine. Yeah, maybe it's not fine, but oh, the books have all just fallen. Yeah, this book follows like sorority sisters, and there's a guy that's coming in and killing them, and they're trying to figure out who's done it and why. To me, I heard this and thought like Ted Bundy, because he was like around sorority girls and stuff. So it'll be very interesting to see if like I can see inspiration from there within this story when I actually read it or not. But I think it's going to be an interesting one for book club and for the discussions. Another one in that Vinted bundle was You Said I Was Your Favourite by Monica Murphy. This is one of the books in the Lancaster Prep series. I don't know which one. Oh, it's number 5. Okay, so I own A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime and You Said I Was Your Favourite, but I don't own any of the others. So yeah, but this was again in the Vinted bundle that I got for £7. So again, there is no complaints from me for that. I'm pretty sure this is like a bully romance series, and I'm not sure how I feel about that at this stage. So it's going to be a very interesting sort of thing to read. I then have 2 Lily Chu books, and we have The Stand-In and The Comeback. Again, these are just ones I've seen on Book Talk and seen like random quotes from and thought these look cute, and again I got it in that bundle on Vinted. These were £2 each in the works, and I picked up Nectar of the Wicked and Wrath of the Damned by Ella Fields. Again, I picked these up. I've seen them going round on like BookTube and BookTok for a little while, and then I saw Ellen read one in her unwrapping like blind date with the book video, and she gave Nectar of the Wicked like a 4.5 stars, I'm pretty sure, which like we have very similar fantasy taste, so I feel like I probably will enjoy this. Should I have picked up both? Probably not, but then if I'd enjoyed the first one, I'd have had to pay full price for the second one, and I didn't fancy doing that. We have 2 books left and we're done. So we have Casket Case by Lauren Evans, again another one that was in the 3 for £6 deal at the works, and I think this one is very much like, it's kind of giving me the same vibes as Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks, where like one of the main characters is like a funeral director, sells like, doesn't sell bodies, that is so wrong, sells like the casket. What's it called? What do we call it in the UK? Coffin. Again, it's another one to add to my little spooky collection for next year. And the final book for this haul is Unsteady by Peyton Corrin. This is one I've seen going around left, right and centre right now, and it's a hockey romance. And you say hockey romance, I'm sat, I'm ready, and I'm waiting. So I actually think I might be picking this book up like as soon as possible, which is really bad because I need to start reading like my backlist rather than the new books I pick up. I'm very excited to read this. This is another one from Waterstones that I picked up a while back. I say a while back, like 2 weeks ago. So this is going to be the end of this like come shop with me and haul, I guess. We have a very nice stack of books here, and I think we can't really complain at that. My bank account maybe can slightly, and I think my boyfriend might just want to like... I found it really funny. Someone messaged me the other day when I put a picture up of my library and was like, you're on my rob list, and I was like, my boyfriend will help you. Like, my boyfriend hates this. I don't know why. I think it's pretty. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I just want to put a big thank you out there to everyone who has subscribed recently and is watching my videos. I've seen a lot of growth recently in my channel, and it's really nice to see that the effort that I'm actually putting in is being reciprocated by you guys, and you guys are also enjoying what you're watching, so thank you for that. If you have any suggestions of any videos you want to see me do or any books you want to see me read, please do let me know. As you can see, I've got a massive selection of books around me, so there is kind of no limit in what I can do video wise. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would do so and join the little family we're creating. I upload videos every Wednesday and every Saturday at 5 PM, and as always, all of my socials are linked down below in the description, including my Instagram, my Goodreads and my Amazon wishlist. And otherwise, I will see you guys next time for a brand new video. Bye! I have a problem.